Hello, everyone. Very good morning and good evening, and welcome to the next episode of Game of High Flyers. In today's episode, we have Siddhant with us. So before I put my gun to Siddhant and ask the questions to him, I would quickly introduce Siddhant. So Siddhant is having around 15 years of experience, and out of those 15 years of experience, he has 12 years of experience in SAP. He did jobs into the multiple locations. Basically, he is a very core and in-depth SD consultant. He did the freelancing job in India, and that's the point where basically he contacted us, SastraGeek Solution, when he was doing freelancing in India. He wants to upskill and he wants to also looking for on-site opportunities and better opportunities. And he did with us the excellence training, advanced training, which is a delta between ECC and S4HANA, SD, PP, all the modules he got trained with us. And later on, he continued his struggle. He did a lot of hands-on on the system, and finally he was able to switch to UK, and right now he's employed with Accenture UK. So with that brief introduction, welcome Siddhant to Game of High Flyers.
Thanks, Pramidhan.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure. So Siddhant, I have told your story in very brief, okay? But it's your struggle. I know that the words I have put it, your struggle would be might beyond the words. So you can, if you can quickly highlight, that your experience specifically from the freelancing in India and how you upskill yourself and how you switch your career to overseas to UK. If you can tell your struggle in your words, would be great.
Yeah. Sure. So, well, as you introduced me, that I have an overall experience of about 15 years, and out of which 12 years are in SAP. Yes. So, well, during the course of my career, I have worked with majority of the well-known global organizations such as L&T Infotech, then TCS, IBM, uh, Capgemini, and now, of course, now I am with Accenture UK. And well, my consulting career has really been full of ups and downs, wherein I wanted to stick to one company, but then somehow, due to my zeal to learn something new, or to work on some really interesting projects and clients, and sometimes also because of my personal aspirations, I have jumped a lot of companies. But then, well, yeah, it has been a roller coaster ride, actually. And I decided to move to freelance work when I was on site in Belgium. I was on site there from one of my previous employers,
Mm-hmm.
IBM. So yeah, so I when I was working in Belgium, I realized that the contracting and freelance market is really well rewarding and well paying in EU and in UK as well. But UK has a bit of visa limitation, in which you cannot just readily start to freelance unless you get the PR here, which is called ILR. So yeah, so coming back to the point, actually. So yeah, so I realized that in EU, in Belgium, well, there was a great demand, and also a great reward for contract work, for freelance work. So I decided to leave my job there, and I entered into the contracting world. So yeah, so I was contracting right from Belgium. I did my freelance work there for about 18 months, and it was really good, and it was really a career changing experience when I realized the concept of more the risk, more is the reward. So that is why I decided, and I am a guy who always likes to be on the edge, and take challenges and work on challenging and complex uh, work 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 projects and environment also. So yeah, so I was happy with my contract work, and it was going well in Belgium, but 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 due to some family and some personal situations, I decided to come back come come
Mm-hmm.
back to India, and I came back to India in 2019, and I continued with my work there, my freelance work. And even in India now, the freelance market is really stepping up and is really gearing up. A lot of employers are now seeking more and more contract or freelance people. And now in terms of the remuneration as well as the pay, now even Indian freelance scenario is now offering some really good prospects. So I decided to continue with my freelance work in India. I got good contracts, and I was really glad. But then in came COVID, and which really messed up the entire plans, which I had. Well, honestly to tell you, I did not want to move out of India. When I came back from Belgium, I was content with my contract in India. It was going good, but then due to COVID, as I said, doing a freelance work obviously carries more risk. Yeah, although the reward is really higher, but so is the risk. So due to the COVID situation, I lost my contract, and then I had no visibility or assurance that I will find an equally good contract in India, due to the prolonged COVID situation actually. So that is when I decided to do uh, the course with you, with SastraGeek. Yeah, and indeed it was really a worthwhile and a wise decision which I took. So I did the course with you, wherein you explained all the details and the nitty-gritties of the S4 functions, the roadmap, as well as the architecture of the new system. So that really helped me a lot to enhance my skills, which I was wanting to do since a long time actually. But then due to my workload and my project work, I could not find find time to do so. But then I must say that COVID came as in a way a blessing in disguise. So I got some time to hone my skills uh, further. And after I did the course, I started applying to jobs or whatever, or contract work. And I got lucky, and I was contacted by Accenture in UK directly. So here I would really like to point out that
Mhm.
with my job hunt, LinkedIn really helped me a lot. It's really a good tool to find good work across the globe, no matter where you're sitting. So yes, so I was applying to random jobs in India as well as in EU and UK, and somehow I got lucky, I must say, when Accenture in UK approached me, and they really liked my CV. So I was interviewed with them. They had three rounds of interviews, and
Mhm.
after which they decided to offer me a job.
Great.
And since I had nothing better to count on, I decided to accept the offer, and I came here in UK and joined Accenture last year. So it's I just finished 1 year here.
Great, great story, and a lot of things you have talked about. I want to interrupt, but I didn't interrupt. I want you to let flow. A lot of things Siddhant has said, I have noted a lot of point, and I really love the higher the risk, the higher the reward. Okay, and that's very true for freelancing. That's very true for the contract opportunities. I myself is doing a contract and freelancing for 3 years. The same time, the Siddhant left the job, or due to the COVID, his contract got ended exactly at the same time my contract also got ended. As soon as the COVID came, the people who are on the contract or who are into the freelancing position are the first one to be kicked. The employees comes into the second position, right? But does not need to be worried because you are also paid high. So what happened that as soon as I was get kicked off due to the from the project because of the COVID, I found it that a lot of people has lost the job, and a lot of people are calling me that what is the next new course we want to join the training. Suddenly the training business boomed up, so I just jumped into the training again. So that's how I managed during the COVID. And when we did this training during the COVID period, a lot of people got benefited. A lot of people who lost the jobs from the operations was able to get a job in SAP now when the market is open.
Yeah.
So the freelancing market has the ups and downs. So make sure that you don't have a EMI burdens. Okay, if you're jumping into the freelancing, otherwise you can find a little bit tough road. But if you don't have a EMI burdens, you will really enjoy. I really enjoy from 3 years. I at least got 5 to 7 offers in last 1 year for a permanent opportunity. I said no, boss.
Yeah.
You pay
Yeah,
me hourly base. You pay me for 5 hours. I will work, but no permanent opportunities.
exactly.
I'm
So
interested.
even I wanted to continue with my freelance work in India, but then due to COVID, I did not see a clear visibility in
Right.
terms of getting good roles. So I just thought that maybe it would be briefly uh, it would be a wise idea, briefly, to now seek a permanent job, so that so that because I was not sure what impact this COVID was gonna bring, and for how long the condition or the situation will continue to be. So yeah, so
Right.
that
Now
was it.
there's a new variant, right? Africa variant.
Yeah, it is, well, it is already spreading a lot in U- UK. Yesterday itself, we had about 55,000 cases in a day. So the cases are really high, but yes, the hospitalizations and the deaths are considerably really low. That is because of the vaccine. So I do not imagine that this new variant will cause any greater damage here, at least. So
Mhm.
let's hope
It's finger
for the best.
crossed.
Yes, yes, seriously, fingers crossed. Yeah.
Finger crossed. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So, Siddhant, so great that you have a experience as a permanent working, you have experience as a freelancing also. I would like to, although you have explained a little bit that how it worked for you, how you went into the getting a job into Accenture UK, and you also mentioned LinkedIn. I always tell people LinkedIn is a gold mine. A lot of good
Absolutely.
freelancing
Yes.
opportunities I'm getting, 90% is coming from the LinkedIn.
Yes.
If you're not on the LinkedIn, please go to LinkedIn, create your networks. If
Yes.
you will
Yes.
start doing from now, maybe down the line, 2 years, 3 years, or when you have some experience of good experience, it will definitely going to help a lot.
Exactly. And yeah, and all my contract work, all my permanent job work, they it came uh, through LinkedIn itself. Yeah, and even Accenture UK approached me through LinkedIn itself. So yes, and that is how and why I decided to increase my presence on LinkedIn, and now I have about 12,000 connections on
Oh, great.
LinkedIn. So yeah, so LinkedIn is indeed a gold mine, in fact, a diamond mine,
I would mind.
which really, which really helped me a lot. Yeah.
Mhm. Great. So, what was your title? What you mentioned into the LinkedIn? Because a lot of people, maybe with the SD and a lot of these kind of profiles would be there in LinkedIn, but essentially UK found you that you are working in India. So, have you uploaded your CV there, or what was your title of your profile? I think that can help the viewers, the people who are listening, that what they should do to look forward for these on-site opportunities.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all you need to do is find the relevant jobs on in the jobs section of LinkedIn. Yeah. Enter your skill set or the the type of role which you are looking at, and then filter on the location which you want to apply to. So LinkedIn will, excuse me, so LinkedIn will give you a lot of choices, a lot uh, of jobs. So what I did was I knew that getting a visa sponsorship of UK was gonna be a really difficult task. But let me just tell you that it is not at all uh, impossible. People do get jobs even in UK, which is seemingly i- impossible, but it's not. And I am a living example
Right.
of that. So what I did was that I continued to apply for multiple jobs, and obviously due to the visa constraints, say I'm just giving you a ratio. So if I applied for 100 jobs in UK, only two to three employers came back to me with the intention of at least inter doing the interviews, and they were willing to sponsor the visa. The situation in UK is that SAP has a big market and a big demand here, but also even the supply of good consultants here locally in the UK is also equally good actually. So the companies will not decide to hire unless they are not able to find a good candidate locally. So it works in all the countries, right?
Right.
So I just kept on applying. I was getting rejected continuously, but finally Accenture uh, uh, decided to come back to me. And yeah, and Accenture is one of the easiest companies to get through in UK, because they are a global brand, and on top of it, they easily sponsor the visa if they have some good requirements. Yeah, so I didn't know that. I just kept on applying and applying, and finally they approached me. They liked my CV. And on my LinkedIn, I made it a point to mention my role as a solution expert in OTC, LE, and whatever small bits, okay, that I had done, which also included some of WM and MM. And I have worked also on SAP uh, IS oil downstream. So that was also a highlight of my LinkedIn role description, which really catches the eye of the potential recruiters.
Yeah, that's very good information. That would be very valuable information,
Yeah,
people who are listening. Okay,
yeah,
earlier Siddhant said that I was lucky. I would say that Siddhant is not lucky because luck only favor the brave. And luck only favor the people who put the efforts. You have listened to him, right? He has applied on the LinkedIn for 100 of profiles, and only 2% is on an average ratio that if you apply for 100 jobs, only two comes back to you. Okay, but the thing
yeah.
is
When
that you
when
only need one.
yes,
You only need
yes,
one.
exactly. And yes, and that is where my upskill uh, learnings with you came to picture actually. And it really helped me to at least answer their questions during the interviews very confidently and correctly. So yeah, so well, even right now I am working on an ECC project. But then when I was interviewed, they asked me most of the questions on S4 HANA simplifications and roadmap. So that is why the training which I did with you was really I can what I can say a milestone, which really helped me crack the interview at least. Yes.
That's great. That's great to know. So, Siddhant, so what is your next game plan? What are you next looking for?
Well, I would have loved to continue with my freelance work here also, but then due to the visa constraints, well, in UK, just for the people to know, uh, well, previously there was one type of visa which was called Tier 1, which
Mhm.
was really popular with the freelancing consultants and people actually. It was actually a short-term work visa, which was very easy to get, and which was uh, very easy to sponsor as well. But then it was also uh, abused a lot by a lot of people. So the UK government decided to abolish the visa in 2015, after which any non-EU or non-UK national who wants to do freelance work will have to be getting the ILR, okay, which is the permanent residency here to be able to do that. Otherwise, there is another visa which is called the inventor visa, but then that would entail an investment of around 50,000 pounds into the UK. Well, before you get the visa. So that is not at all an easier route. So for now, I will plan to continue with my job, and when I can legally start to do the freelance work, I would very much like to re-enter into the freelance world.
Great,
So
great.
yeah, so for now I am working as a functional manager slash solution architect with Accenture. Accenture is a really good company, a really good brand to work with, and luckily I got to work on a really good customer also. So for now, I will continue with my functional expert to work, yeah, that I'm doing. And maybe who knows, well, down the line I may enter into management role, but technical and functional role is what interests me uh, more, at least for now.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Even you mentioned about Accenture. Accenture is one of the biggest company which is for SAP. The people who are looking for SAP career, Accenture is big in SAP. And I myself has almost 7 years of experience I have served with Accenture, and I have served twice Accenture. And during COVID, I was supposed to move to Singapore to start my third life cycle with Accenture, but because of COVID, it was not able to get
Yeah,
converted. So that's another story, but Accenture is definitely a very good company to work for. So, Siddhant, with this note, I would say that thank you for coming here, and we wish you very good luck that you, whatever the things you are trying overseas or UK, maybe you achieve your next goals which you have planned for, and definitely with your efforts putting up, you will reach where you want to be. And this interview and this information which you have shared, I feel that that would also be helping a lot of people, opening a lot of people eyes, especially when it comes to UK after 2015 when they have stopped tier 1 visa. People say that looking for a UK job is impossible. Right, but you have done it. You this interview might be opening a lot of people's eyes that okay, if they keep on trying, it's still possible.
absolutely. So yeah, and one last piece of uh, advice I would like to give to all the aspirants who are seeking job inside India or outside India, that all you need to do is to keep on trying hard, never give up. And the main the most important thing is to have faith that you can do it. So I am here in this situation only because I worked hard, and I kept faith. So never lose faith, and I wish all of you that you succeed in your aspirations.
Thank you, Siddhant. Very clear message. Keep on trying, keep do the hard work, have faith, never quit. You will get it.
Yes,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Siddhant, for coming up in
Thank
our
you.
Game of High Fire
Thank you,
episode.
Parminder. Yeah.
Thank you. Logging out for today. Thank you and bye bye for now.